Okay, good afternoon to all of you. So, in the previous session, we discussed that the very important law in the magnetic circuit, which is the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction and the Lenz's law. And in that law, we discussed that very important thing. And what is that? What is the basic requirement to induce the EMF? So what is that answer? That answer is the basic requirement to induce the EMF is the change in magnetic flux link with the coil or conductor. Now this change in magnetic flux, it can be either changing or moving the conductor or magnetic field. And based on these two conditions, what are these two conditions? Either conductor is moving or magnetic field is moving. Based on that, the induced EMF are classified into two types. One is dynamically induced EMF. So here we say that conductor is a dynamic. Dynamic means what? It's moving, changing, or rotating. Is it right? Then in this case, induced EMF, we call it a dynamically induced EMF. And second is statically induced EMF. It means that when the conductor is stationary, that time EMF induced in the coil or conductor, that we call it a statically induced EMF. Then we discuss that dynamically induced EMF. If you see this animation, in that you can easily observe the thing here. The pole of the magnet, N pole and S pole, are constant, not rotating. It means that due to fixed pole, a fixed or constant uniform magnetic field is produced. And in this uniform magnetic field, a coil is rotating. When the coil rotates in a uniform magnetic field, it will cut the uniform magnetic field. And according to Faraday's law, when it cuts the flux, the EMF is induced. So in this case, a conductor is a dynamic, conductor is rotating, so that it is called as a dynamically induced EMF. You can read it. If conductor is rotating or moving in a uniform magnetic field, it cuts the magnetic lines, and hence according to Faraday's law, an EMF is induced in the conductor. This induced EMF is called dynamically induced EMF. An example of a dynamically induced EMF is a generator. In the generator, conductor is rotating and the magnetic field is stationary. So that the generator is an example of a dynamically induced EMF. So you please remember, because this question, it may ask for MCQ type of a question. Okay. Then second is a statically induced EMF. As we know that statically, it simply represents when the conductor is stationary. आता कंडक्टर स्टेशनरी आहे म्हणजे काहीतरी पार्ट दुसरा पार्ट हा रोटेटिंग पाहिजे. इट मीन्स दॅट द मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड इज रोटेटिंग और चेंजिंग. देन वी से दॅट इट्स स्टॅटिकली इंड्यूस्ड EMF. Read that. If the magnetic field is changing or moving and the conductor is stationary, this is very important thing. Conductor is stationary. According to Faraday's law, an EMF is induced. This induced EMF is called statically induced EMF. And this statically induced EMF, based on this arrangement, having its two types. What are these two types? Self-induced EMF and the mutual induced EMF. Now see that an example of a statically induced EMF is what? It's a transformer. Because in the transformer, conductor is stationary and the magnetic field is rotating. So that it is an example of a statically induced EMF. Now, self-induced EMF. The name itself gives that the meaning self. म्हणजे ती कॉइल किंवा तो कंडक्टर स्वतःच EMF इंड्यूस करतो स्वतःमध्ये. How it is possible? See these things here. Let me explain that arrangement. Consider one hollow cylinder which is wound with a n number of turns, and the end of that wire is connected with the battery, switch, and the rheostat, potentiometer or variable resistor. मग आता मला सांगा, When switch S is closed, what happened? What happened? जर स्विच S क्लोज झाला तर काय होईल याच्यामध्ये?
Current flow.
Definitely current I starts to flow through the circuit. बरोबर आहे? When current it will flow through this coil, we call it a solenoid coil. What happened? According to Oersted experiment, magnetic field is produced. Is it right? Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now here I can say here, when current it starts to flow, then a magnetic field is produced. Because this is the responsible component to produce the current. But now when S is closed, then suppose I consider that I having, it's a certain value, suppose I say that X ampere. This is the case 1. And now we consider that S is open. Now what happened? Current becomes 0. Is it right? If the current becomes 0, it will not create the magnetic field. This is the case 2nd. And now, continuously, if the switch is closed and open, continuously, close, open. So can I say that due to continuous close, open of the switch, a current will change its value from 0 to X ampere and X ampere to 0 ampere. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
If current flowing through this coil is a changing, then what about that the magnetic field? What
It
about
also changing.
the magnetic field is also changes with respect to current? Do you agree with me? If the current is a changing, so this change in current will produce the change in magnetic field. And this change in magnetic field is as per the diagram shown in this picture here. And when this change in magnetic field link with the coil itself, म्हणजे ज्या कॉइल पासून ती मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड तयार झाली त्या कॉइललाच ती पहिल्यांदा लिंक होणार आहे. When it link with the coil itself, according to Faraday's law, EMF is induced in that coil itself. And this induced EMF is called as a self-induced EMF. Why we call it a self-induced EMF? Because of change in its own current. Change in its own current, EMF is induced in the coil itself. This is called as a self-induced EMF. कारण त्याच कॉइल मधून फ्लो होणारा करंट चेंज झाल्यामुळं त्याच कॉइल मध्ये EMF तयार होतो, याला म्हणलं गेलेलं आहे सेल्फ इंड्युस्ड EMF. गेट इट माय पॉइंट? मग आता आपल्याला लक्षात आलं, नाउ वी नो दॅट व्हॉट इज दॅट आवर बेसिक इक्वेशन टू दॅट इंड्युस्ड EMF. E is equal to N d phi by dt. But what is its direction? So here its minus sign is there. What that minus sign indicates? The minus sign indicates that the induced EMF is exactly opposed to the cause produced rate. What is the cause to produce the change in magnetic field here?
Current.
It's a current. Means it is the property of a coil which will always oppose. आता त्याला करंटला अपोज नाहीये बरं का. Change in current, it will always oppose the change in current, not only the current here, कारण त्या करंटची मॅग्निट्यूड चेंज होते, तर ती चेंज इन अ मॅग्निट्यूड इज द बेसिक कॉज. And according to the Lenz law, this induced EMF is always opposed the cause produced rate, and cause is the change in current. So the properties of the coil which will always oppose the change in current through it, that property of the coil is called as a self-inductance. It's called as a self-inductance. Get it my point? So all of you please try to read it. Self-induced EMF is the EMF which is produced in the coil due to the change in its own flux link with it. If the current of the coil is changed, then the flux linked with its own turn will also change, which will produce an EMF that is called self-induced EMF. This is the basic theory behind the self-induced EMF is there. And then second part is the mutual induced EMF. Mutual means what? Now see the animation here. Here, just consider that the two coil A and coil B, they are placed near to each other. But the coil A is connected with the battery, switch, and the resistor. And the coil B is not connected to that any battery here. It is simply connected with the galvanometer to change the induced EMF or to measure that induced EMF. Now, once again, all of you please have attention here. When the switch S is closed of a battery A, what happened?
Momentary deflection.
Current of I, it flows through the circuit. Suppose this is a X ampere. When the switch S is closed, a current, it flows and it will create the magnetic field. Is it right? Now, when switch S is open, then I becomes 0. And when we continuously doing the open and the closed switch, definitely current value, it goes on changing. And due to that, the magnetic field is also changing. It means that due to the open and close of the switch, a coil A will create the change in magnetic field. And now the coil B is placed near to the coil A. Is placed near to the coil A. So can I say that here the change in magnetic field produced by the coil A is linked with that coil B? Do you agree with me? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When change in magnetic field linked with the coil B, according to Faraday's law, EMF is induced in that coil B, and this induced EMF is called as mutual induced EMF. Why I say that it's a mutual? Because EMF induced in a coil B due to change in current in a coil A. That's why it is called as a mutual induced EMF. But have you noticed that the one thing, as I say that the change in magnetic field is produced by the coil A, so this change in magnetic field will link with that coil B. Not only will link with that the coil B, but also it will link with that same coil itself. कारण coil ती change in magnetic field ही coil A च्या भी number of turns बरोबर link होणार आहे. Is it right? And according to Faraday's law, the EMF is also induced in a coil A, but that EMF is called as a self-induced EMF, and the EMF induced in the coil B is called as a mutual induced EMF. This is the difference between self and mutual. Is it that clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now try to read it. Try to read that first, the basic concept here. The mutually induced EMF occurs in between two coils. Let A and B are the two coils which are placed close to each other. If coil A is joined to a battery, switch, and variable resistance R, and coil B is connected to the sensitive galvanometer G. This is the arrangement. Now, when switch S is closed, आता तुम्ही तिथे ॲनिमेशन मध्ये पण बघू शकता बघा, एस क्लोज झालाय, आता ज्यावेळेस ओपन होईल पुन्हा क्लोज होतोय, पुन्हा ओपन होतोय. Get it my point? So when switch S is closed, a current will flow through the coil A and produces a magnetic field in which partly linked with that coil B. म्हणजे जेवढा फ्लक्स कॉइल A तयार करेल त्यापैकी according to the position of a coil B, the part of the flux produced by the coil A link with that the coil B here. You remember that. As the current through coil A is changed, the flux linked with the B is also changed. According to Faraday law, induced EMF is induced and this induced EMF is known as mutually induced EMF. Is that clear? So this is the basic difference between the self-induced EMF and the mutual induced EMF. Now, after that, we will try to see that the basic concept just now I explained, which is nothing but self-inductance. It's simply known as inductance also, and it is denoted with a capital L. आता याचा concept लक्षात घ्या. And for that, let me consider here a one solenoid coil. This solenoid coil is connected with a one battery and one switch. This is a switch, this is the battery, okay, and this is a solenoid coil. Now, once again, we assume that when S is closed, definitely I of certain value, it flows through the circuit, and this will produce a magnetic field. And what is the shape of the magnetic field in the solenoid? This is the shape. Is it right? This is the shape of the magnetic field. Okay. But when I say that, when we assume that S is open, then definitely I becomes 0. No magnetic field will create. And when, suppose I say that this is the case 1, this is the case 2, and when both the cases happen simultaneously or happens one after another, means once the switch is closed, a certain value of current it flows. Once the switch is open, a current becomes 0. Due to that, I becomes, or I, it's always going to be changed. And when I is changing, definitely it will create change in a magnetic field. Change in a magnetic field. And this change in magnetic field, it also link with this coil, the coil itself. So according to Faraday's law, when change in magnetic field link with that coil, EMF is induced in that coil, and this induced EMF, now in this case, we call it a self-induced EMF. How you can write that equation for this induced EMF? E is equal to N d phi by dt. Out of that, d phi by dt is the rate of change of flux. If it is multiplied with N, then it is called as a rate of change of what? Flux linkage, when it is multiplied with the N. Because product of N and phi is called as a flux linkage. But according to the Lenz's law, this induced EMF is always opposed to the cause produced it. म्हणजे आता ज्या या कॉइल मध्ये जो EMF इंड्यूस होईल फॅराडेज लॉज नुसार, so this induced EMF is always opposed the cause produced it, and cause is what? The cause is change in a current. This is the cause here. So that the property of a coil is always oppose the change in current through it. This property of a coil is known as a self-inductance. Once again, I will repeat. According to that Lenz's law, this is the property of a coil. It always oppose the cause produced by it, and the cause is the change in current. So that it is the property of a coil. I never say that conductor. It is the property of a coil which will oppose the change in current through it. So this property of a coil is known as a self-inductance. Get it, my point? And this self-inductance is a constant term. Is a constant term because it is the property. It always opposes the cause produce the heat. Now let me try to remove these things and please try to read the definition. The property of a coil which opposes any change in the amount of current flowing through it is called as a self-inductance. It is denoted by the letter capital L and its a unit is a Henry. Most of the times this unit may ask for MCQ type of a question. So please remember that unit of the self-inductance L is a Henry. Okay. Now see that how we can derive the formula for self-inductance is that. So this is the diagram. With the help of this diagram, I explained that the self-induced EMF and the self-inductance. Now see that. Consider a coil of N turns carrying a current of I ampere. If the current in the coil changes, flux linkage in the coil also changes. This will produce self-induced EMF, which is given by that equation E is equal to N d phi by dt. N d phi by dt. Now, have a focus towards this equation. Can I make a one sentence? In that equation, at the right hand side, N stands for number of turn, which is constant. And d phi by dt is depends upon the current flowing through it. Current d phi by dt म्हणजे काय? Change in a magnetic flux with respect to time. Rate of change of flux, I say that. And this rate of change of flux is depends upon what?
Current.
It's a change in current. Or I say that it is also depends upon rate of change of current. Is it right? So, in this equation, N is the constant and the d phi by dt is directly proportional to di by dt. So, can I write that here? The change in a flux is due to the change in current, so that as we have this normal equation E is equal to N d phi by dt, right now I will try to write the induced EMF is also directly proportional to the di by dt. Do you agree with these things? Because as the current, it will change in a specific time, number of or more. If the change is more, definitely induced EMF is also more. Because here N is the constant, N will not change the parameter, changing parameter is there. And now, if we want to replace E is directly proportional to di by dt, and now if I want to replace the proportional sign with the proportional constant, so here we use that proportional constant as a E is equal to L di by dt. And this is the another one equations you got it, where L is equal to the self-inductance of the coil. मग आता दोन इक्वेशन्स तुमच्या समोर आलेले आहेत बघा. And it's my experience, the students are always confused, but it's not necessary to confuse it. Just have a focus towards these two equations. ज्यावेळेस आपण सेल्फ इंड्यूस्ड EMF इंड्यूसचा फॉर्म्युला लिहितोय, त्यावेळेस ज्यावेळेस आपण N लिहितोय, याचाच अर्थ तिथं काय पाहिजे? चेंज इन फ्लक्स लिंकेज पाहिजे, म्हणजे तिथं d phi by dt चाललं पाहिजे. Get it my point? आणि this induced EMF is also depends upon the rate of change of current. आणि त्या करंटला अपोज करणारा जो पॅरामीटर आहे तो आहे सेल्फ इंडक्टन्स म्हणजे LDI by dt. In this way, if you try to remember both the equation, then there should not be that any confusion any time. Get it my point? And now we will try to derive the few more derivations, few more forms of a self inductance is there. Okay, out of that, our first form is E is equal to L di by dt. And when I want that equation for the self-inductance, I just transfer di by dt to left-hand side so that my first equation for the self-inductance, it should be L is equal to E upon di by dt. This is the first form of a self-inductance is there. Okay. Now see that how one can derive that the second form. The general formula for the EMF induced is E is equal to N d phi by dt. But out of that, N is a constant. So I can also write it down. E is equal to d dt of N phi. Now these both the equations are nothing but same. Because here N is the constant term. If you take the derivation with respect to t, as the N is a constant, so that N is outside, and then we can write d phi by dt. Is it right? So this formula, I can write E is equal to d dt of N phi. Now, rightly we have that another one formula for the induced EMF, and which is nothing but E is equal to L di by dt. Now, in that formula also, N is the constant term. It's a self-inductance. It's a property of a coil. So, once again, I can write E is equal to d dt of Li. And now if you see this, both the equation, this one and this one, left hand side is equal. It's an induced EMF. So, can I equate that the right hand side? Of course. So when I equate that the right hand side, here we got Li is equal to N phi. So that now my second form of self-inductance L, which is equal to N phi upon I. This is a second form of self-inductance is that. मग आता जर हे इक्वेशन तुम्ही व्यवस्थित काळजीपूर्वक बघितलं, L is equal to N phi upon I. Out of whatever the terms are present at the right hand side, this N stands for what? It's a number of turns, which is always constant. And this is the magnetic flux will change with respect to the current. So if I want to write this equation in a differential form, can I write like that? L is equal to N d phi by dt. Sorry, di. Yes or no? Can I write
Yes,
like
sir.
that? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how you can read? L is equal to N d phi by di is nothing but the change in a flux with respect to current. Get it my point? So this is another one equation we got it here. And now based on this equation, now we will try to derive one more form of a self-inductance is there. How you can create that? Now these are the two forms I just kept in front of you. Now one more form, now I am trying to derive here. Now just concentrate here. From this previous one equation, L is equal to N phi upon I, we can write in the differential form, L is equal to N d phi by di. Suppose let's consider that equation number A. Now consider our basic equation of a magnetic circuit. What is that basic equation? Magnetic flux phi is equal to mmf upon reluctance. And now if I want this d phi by di with this equation, हे कसं मला मिळवता येईल? d phi by di with this equation. So for that I need to take the derivation of this equation both the side with respect to di. So that if I take the derivation of this equation with respect to di, on the right hand side I may have d phi by di, which is equal to, on the right hand side it remains only N upon S if you take the derivation with respect to I. It means that once we have that d phi by di, which is equal to N upon S, and now if I try to put in equation number A, equation A becomes, then equation, when I put in that equation number A, so it comes L is equal to N into d phi by di is nothing but N by S. So the third form of self-inductance, which is nothing but n square upon s is there. It's right. Now the number of equation it comes, different equation it comes in front of you, but don't confuse it. That's why I say that you please have the revision on it. Once this lecture is over, take a revision till your confusion will end. Let me repeat that thing. What the thing till now, what the formula we discussed. Number one, according to Faraday's law, second Faraday's law, induced EMF E is equal to N d phi by dt. This is our basic formula for the induced EMF. Second one, the induced EMF, which is equal to L di by dt. Is it right? Then third one, fourth one, and the fifth one are nothing but the different form of self-inductance. So out of that, first form L is equal to E upon di by dt. This is the first form. Second form L is equal to N phi upon I, or I can also write N d phi by di. And the third form, which is nothing but n square upon s. These are the 5 different formulas we discussed in this electromagnetic induction. Is it that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And now one more thing I want to show you here. Let me add that one slide. Just concentrate here.
सर
Yes, please. Yes.
सर आता आपण फॉर्म्युला डेराइव केला त्यात यस काय आहे?
S is the reluctance offered by this magnetic circuit. Now here we consider that the self solenoid coil. Is it right? Let me show that. This is the solenoid coil. Is it right? And this solenoid coil, actually this is that one hollow cylinder. This is also the part of that magnetic circuit. So whatever the opposition offered to the magnetic flux, that is called as a yes. Get it?
Yes, sir.
1 meter. Let me take that this slide. Okay. Now, once again, just concentrate here. We are going to derive that one more new formula here. Suppose we consider that a one solenoid coil is connected with the battery and one switch. I say that coil A, this is a battery, this is switch S. Now depends upon the open and close of the switch, definitely current is varying, and this varying current will create the magnetic field in the solenoid coil. Is it right? Now, suppose I consider that number of turns of a coil A is a NA. Current flowing through the coil A, I say that IA. Okay. And because of that, change in magnetic field is produced. Now, suppose we assume that another one coil which is placed near to the coil A. Suppose I say that coil B having a number of turns as a NB. आता काय होतंय बघा नेमकं. ज्यावेळेस कॉइल ए मधून फ्लो होणारा करंट चेंज होईल, म्हणजे कोणता करंट IA, हा चेंज झाला तर काय होतंय, मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड चेंज होते. बरोबर आहे. मग ही मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड जी करंट कॉइल ए तयार करतोय ती जर चेंज झाली तर त्या कॉइलच्या जवळ जी दुसरी कॉइल आपण कन्सिडर केलेली आहे कॉइल बी, some part of the magnetic flux produced by the coil A is also linked with that coil B. Do you agree with me? Because we assume that coil
Yes, sir.
B is placed near to the coil A, so that I never say that the total flux produced by the coil A is linked with that the coil B. It's not the case like that. बरोबर आहे. म्हणजे जेवढा कॉइल ए न फ्लक्स तयार केला आहे तेवढा सगळाच्या सगळा कॉइल बी ला इथं लिंक होऊ शकतो का? इमॅजिन करा.
No.
ऍब्सोल्युटली
No, sir.
बरोबर आहे. किंवा मग ती एक आयडियल कंडिशन असेल. But right now it's no. It means that some part of the flux produced by the coil A, it link with that the coil B, and if this flux is a changing, so can I say that when the change in magnetic field link with that the coil B, EMF is also induced in a coil B, and this induced EMF is known as what?
Mutual
induced EMF. आता ज्यावेळेस म्युच्युअल इंड्युस्ड ईएमएफ तयार होतो त्यावेळेस सेल्फ इंड्युस्ड ईएमएफ तयार होतोय का इथं? होतोय का नाही?
Yes, sir.
It is there because this change in magnetic field is also linked with the coil itself, so that the EMF is induced in a coil that is called as a self-induced EMF, and the EMF is induced in a coil B, we call it a mutual induced EMF. Now what is our basic equation for that induced EMF? E is equal to N d phi by dt. बरोबर आहे. मग आता या ठिकाणी फ्लक्स कोण तयार करते? कोणती कॉइल तयार करते? कॉइल ए. कुठल्या दुसऱ्या कॉइलला लिंक होतंय? कॉइल बी ला. सो कॅन आय से दॅट बेस्ड ऑन दिस कन्सेप्ट I can write EMF induced in a coil B, we call it a mutual induced EMF, so that it is represented by e to the base m. M stands for mutual. आता हा म्युच्युअल इंड्युस्ड ईएमएफ कोणत्या कॉइल मध्ये क्रिएट होतोय? हा कॉइल बी मध्ये क्रिएट होतोय. कशामुळे क्रिएट होतोय? कॉइल बी च्या नंबर ऑफ टर्न्सला ज्यावेळेस मॅग्नेटिक चेंज इन मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड लिंक होते त्यावेळेस ईएमएफ तयार होतोय. म्हणजे अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस बेसिक फॉर्म्युला कॅन आय राईट इट डाऊन हियर म्युच्युअल इंड्युस्ड ईएमएफ विच इज इक्वल टू एन बी, कारण तो कशामध्ये तयार होतोय? नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स ऑफ अ कॉइल बी. आता हा कशामुळे होतोय? चेंज इन मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड प्रोड्यूस बाय द कॉइल ए. मग आता त्यातला सगळाच्या सगळा फ्लक्स कॉइल बी ला लिंक होतोय का? नो, इट्स नॉट द केस लाईक दॅट. सो कॅन आय से दॅट हियर डी फाय एम बाय डी टी. आता हा फाय एम काय आहे? तो दॅट इज नथिंग बट द म्युच्युअल फ्लक्स. याला काय म्हणलं गेलेलं आहे? म्युच्युअल फ्लक्स. म्युच्युअल फ्लक्स मीन्स द फ्लक्स विच इज कॉमन इन बिटवीन द बोथ द कॉइल. अर्थ लक्षात येतोय का बघा? जेवढा फ्लक्स कॉइल ए न तयार केला होता त्यापैकी थोडा फ्लक्स किंवा पार्ट ऑफ द फ्लक्स इट विल लिंक विथ दॅट द कॉइल बी, अँड whatever the flux it link with that the coil B, that is called as a mutual flux. And this phi m, it can be also represent with k phi a. इथं सुद्धा मी म्हणू शकतो phi a, इथं सुद्धा मी म्हणू शकतो na, and the EMF induced in a coil A is E is equal to na into d phi by d phi a upon dt. आता हा k काय आहे? इट इज कॉल्ड एज अ कोइफिशियंट ऑफ कपलिंग. मग आता जर मी म्हणलं की 50% फ्लक्स फक्त जर कॉइल बी मध्ये लिंक होतोय म्हणजे के ची व्हॅल्यू किती झाली? 0.5. लक्षात येतंय? जर मी म्हटलं की कॉइल ए न तयार केलेला टोटल फ्लक्स कॉइल बी कडे लिंक होतोय तर कोएफिशियंट ऑफ कपलिंग किती झाला? 1. म्हणजे फाय एम इज इक्वल टू फाय ए झाला. लक्षात येते का कोएफिशियंट ऑफ कपलिंग? येस ऑर नो?
येस सर.
So here I can write induced EMF, mutual induced EMF which is EM is equal to NB d phi m by dt, or you can also write EM is equal to NB d in bracket K phi A upon dt. Get it my point? So this K phi A is nothing but, this K is the multiplication factor and the phi A is nothing but the flux produced by the coil A. मग जर 50% फक्त फ्लक्स लिंक होत असेल तर मल्टिप्लिकेशन फॅक्टर हा झाला 0.5. 100% फ्लक्स लिंक होत असेल तर K झाला 1 in terms of percentage. Get it my point? So in this way you can write the equation for induced EMF in a coil B. We call it a mutually induced EMF is there. Is it that clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. आता ही झाली मॅग्निट्यूड. According to Lenz law काय? Once the EMF is induced in the coil B, according to Lenz law, it always opposes the cause produced rate. आता cause काय आहे? Change in magnetic field in a coil A. तो कशामुळे आहे? Change in current in a coil A. So can I say that it's an obvious thing is that the induced EMF in a coil B is always opposed to the change in current in a coil A, or it is always opposed the change in a flux in a coil A, and this property of a coil B is called as a mutual inductance. Mutual inductance. It can be represented with M. Get it my point? आता म्युच्युअल इंडक्टन्सचे पुन्हा 3 डिफरंट फॉर्म्स आहेत, पण मी आज ते डिराइव्ह करणार नाही, कारण आज ते जर डिराइव्ह केलं, as I know that the students will confuse more. So now it's my request to you all is that whatever the equations we discussed today, you please try to read it once or twice till your confusion will end. Read it once again carefully. त्यामध्ये एकदम 100% मन लावून जर थोडस रीड केलं आणि ते एकदा लक्षात आलं. आता एक लक्षात घ्या, whatever the notations I have used here, these are the my notation for my understanding is there, and with the help of my understanding I am teaching to you. पण तो असं कुठलेही टेक्स्टबुक्स मध्ये अशी नोटेशन, वेगवेगळे नोटेशन यूज होऊ शकतात. मग नोटेशन चेंज झालं तरी कन्सेप्ट मात्र सेम राहणार आहे. म्हणजे नोटेशन चेंज झालं म्हणून घाबरून जायची गरज नाही, किंवा हा काय कन्सेप्ट वेगळा आहे. द नोटेशन इट मे बी एनीथिंग, बट द कन्सेप्ट इज रिमेन सेम. Whatever the words are there, this mutual inductance, self inductance, mutual flux, induced EMF, these words are same, but the notation it may different. So don't go by notation. कारण मला माहित आहे मुलं काय करतात, लक्षात आलं नाही, डायरेक्ट फॉर्म्युलाच्या फॉर्म्युले पाठ, परंतु ते पाठ केलेलं किती वेळ लक्षात राहतं, फक्त एक्झाम पुरतं. If you go through conceptually, definitely you will remember these things forever here. Okay, now I will stop here. 1 minute please.